Welcome back to another episode in the My Team Career Forza Jackson Racing series. We're going to go on to Monza this weekend, but let's have a quick update on driver standings before we do that. You'll see us there in 11th place, 28 points, just underneath Daniel Ricciardo. Constructors, 6th place with 28 points, not doing great there. We had to sim a couple of races just because of a couple of errors. So in Netherlands, we finished 17th, Belgium, we finished 9th. There's just some issues with the recordings there. Daniel Ricciardo is our rival for a couple of races here, and he's absolutely trouncing us, unfortunately. 4 races to pull that back. Now, some good news is that we have re-signed George Russell for the rest of the season. He has got some potential. We offered him a full £9 million, which is what he's on now, which I felt was reasonable.
If you do, they might refuse to negotiate any more with you in this negotiation period.
Luckily, George accepts the $9 million, and we can continue to the end of the season, and we'll review progress there. So, without further ado, let's get straight into it. So, I had a couple of practice laps, nothing too major, just wanted to get a good feel for the track. And as you can see, we set a 1:20.7 fastest lap in the practice session.
Which you can do on the temperature panel of the MX session.
And then we'll compare that to the end of practice 3. It was the 5th fastest time, which is a good position for us to be in ahead of qualifying. So here we go then to qualifying. We're going to go out on the soft tyre. Hopefully we get a really good time away here. We were showing good form in practice. So the 5 lights are out and away. We go over the line to start our qualifying. Long straight here with DRS. So powerful here when you come round that last corner. Into the first right left with real. We cut that a bit. That was not great. A bit slow out of there, but still showing provisional P1. Round the curve here. A little bit of grass cut in there. Verstappen's straight line speed gets it for him. Look, we dropped down to 8th, just dipping our toe in that grass to take a bit too much of that curb. Keep it out the gravel there, otherwise you'll end up beached. This one, you don't want to take too much apex, but we decided to take grass instead. That's an interesting tactic. We'll come around this one, get on the power really around that corner. Takes us back to P2 with DRS open. Another long straight here with the DRS. Into a left and right here now with brake. Oh, we cut that massively. Oh, the tyre screeches out a little bit. Skids across the track. We're showing P1 though. Down the long straight. Verstappen takes it back. We come round the last corner. It's a long windy bend. We're a lot wide here. Really wide, but we're still in P2. Straight line finish. P3. P3. That looks like P3 to me.
Today. Verstappen, Perez,
119.7 with Max Verstappen taking P1.
All that remains is the main
Red Bull
event.
lockout at the front there, 1-2. With George Russell down in 16th for the team. Not good enough, really.
In Italy once again for another round of the Formula One World Championship. And what a great race is in store for us today here at the oldest circuit on the calendar. Monza hosted its first race all the way back in 1922. With top speeds reaching 215 miles per hour, only a few places can challenge Monza's crown as the fastest circuit in F1. Hard braking zones going into the 3 chicanes make up the majority of the 11 corners on this 3.6 mile circuit. And just in case the slipstream wasn't enough, 2 DRS zones will help encourage some closer action. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of turn 1. So how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
Well, the throttle goes both ways, Crofty. You've got to have the discipline not to try and win the race on the first lap. So always be prepared to lift early and give those around you more space.
The grid order for today's exciting race. Young superstar Max Verstappen starts from pole position, edging out Sergio Perez, who lines up P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Jackson, Norris, Lewis Hamilton and Ricciardo, Leclerc, Bottas, Tsunoda.
So here we go then for the start of the Monza Grand Prix. It's 13 laps, 17 minutes 47 projected time. Going out on the soft tyre to start off with for 7 laps. I'm going to box and get onto the mediums to the end of the race. Dry track out there. Let's hope it stays like that as we start the race. And it's 5 lights. And away we go here. Not a great start from Forza Jackson here. Oh, actually, he pulls alongside Perez. Lando Norris just behind them. The Mercedes tucked up. We're going to the first corner. Perez gets cut a little bit there. We take P2. As we come out of that little chicane, what will happen around the corner here? Perez looking for one on the inside. The touch. Perez overtakes Jackson there, going into the corner. Lando Norris interested behind. Jackson breaks late. What a great corner and a great move to cut Perez out of that there. Retakes P2. There's an onboard shot there. Breaking into the corner. This section will be DRS open next lap. As Perez goes in front, Norris fancies it again. Jackson takes the inside line, doesn't get it this time. Perez holds his own there as we go down the long straight. The car's still bunched up from the start. Lando Norris thinking about it. Wide line there from Jackson. As we complete the first lap, Max Verstappen in P1. Down the long straight, remember DRS open, next lap on this one. Lando Norris pulls out. He's going to go around the outside. What will Jackson do to defend? Just a bit of more late braking there from Jackson. Keeps his place. As Norris gets in the slipstream. Going to fight back here on the straight. Pulls out again. Perez takes that well. Oh, Jackson airlifts himself. You don't often see a F1 car get airtime, but we did there. Jackson round the bend, still keeping that position. But he now has Norris behind him, Ricciardo behind him.
1 second of the car.
Look at the pile-up here. It's a 6-car pile-up. Who gets out of this better? Look at the two McLarens inside each other. Jackson goes wide and the McLarens overtake. Ricciardo Norris with a double takeover there. And now he's got both Mercedes to contend with. What move we put on it? Oh wow, what a move. He takes Norris out of the game there. Ricciardo in front of him. It looks like he's inside. And Norris yet again trying to move. Late braking and good covering there from Jackson. Keeps that P4 place. Hamilton overtakes Norris in that chicane. Hamilton gets a good exit. Hamilton overtakes here. Norris on the right. Hamilton on the left. Bottas and Gasly want to get involved. Gasly pulls onside. On the inside line there. Wide from Jackson. Jackson's going to have to use some slipstream here and see what he can pull back.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
There we go, we've been told there, pit window open very soon. Oh, Jackson tries inside, clips Gasly behind. Will there be any damage taken there?
We're boxing this lap. Give us the best in lap you can.
So there we go, we've been told box time. Let's get onto the medium tyres. Carlos Sainz just behind here. Carlos Sainz trying one. Tries the right, tries the left, no room. Jackson taking notes from Fernando Alonso and making that car double wide as Jackson pits here onto the medium tyre. Comes across on lap 9 now.
The car in front is 16.2
So the first lot of pit stops are happening there. Jackson P14 from last on lap 9. Not a bad effort. Gets round that first bend. Oh, car steps out on him there. Takes too much curve on the second bend. Lap 10 here, going past some more pitted cars. Where will we come out? As we actually come out side by side next to Yuki Tsunoda. But we do get the pace advantage off the long straight on him. and passing with ease. Lap 11 here. Yuki Tsunoda and Jackson still going at it into that first corner. A little bit of wheel banging there, a bit of contact. Oh, Yuki Tsunoda cut the second corner. Is that because Jackson didn't leave enough room? Either way, Yuki Tsunoda spins out a little bit, regains it, but 1.5 second advantage there that we gained on him. Carlos Sainz interested here on lap 12. Down the straight with DRS. He's got the inside. Jackson late brakes. As we come on to the long straight here, Sainz and Leclerc, Gasly, Tsunoda, sorry, Sainz overtakes. What will happen here? Oh, Jackson makes that hard for him. He doesn't turn his car in at the earliest opportunity. He waited until the last minute. Sergio Perez takes the race here. Lap 13, can Jackson hold on to P6? He's got Sainz and Leclerc breathing down his neck. Sainz looks like he's in front here. Oh, but Jackson in the last corner just gets more braver in the acceleration. Gets it round the corner. Checkered flag is out here. And that's a P6 for Jackson.
Here come today's winners. The team at Red Bull have done a phenomenal job recently. It's clear to see that they've put in the work and they should be proud of. Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
I'll probably go for Pierre Gasly. The team did a good job with the strategy to put him in amongst the pack, but it's the driver's job to